I stared at Mom's text at 1:15 a.m. on Thanksgiving Eve. Don't bother coming tomorrow. Lauren's hosting this year and doesn't want any tension. My name is Sarah Bennett. I'm 36, a fintech manager in Denver. And last year I wired $850,000 to keep my parents' Boulder house from foreclosure. Every penny came from 15 years of 70-hour weeks, skipped vacations, and selling the only new car I'd ever owned. In return, they signed a clear agreement my lawyer drew up. The house went into my name as collateral. They had 5 years to repay the principal interest-free. But if they made 0 good faith payments in the first year, or tried to borrow against it without my consent, full ownership transferred to me automatically. Fair, documented, and filed with the county. Now, 12 hours before I was supposed to drive up with my famous green bean casserole, I was disinvited from the very home I'd saved. Lauren, my 32-year-old sister, had never held a steady job. She bounced between visionary ideas while Mom and Dad kept calling her, our sensitive one. I was always the strong one who can handle it. I handled it all right, until the night I emailed my lawyer Amanda. Please prepare the ownership transfer papers. They tried to refinance 6 months ago without telling me. By 9 a.m. Thanksgiving morning the documents were filed. At 11:30 a.m., while Lauren was probably arranging flowers for her influencer friends, a process server knocked on the door with the official notice. I expected screaming. Instead, Mom called me in tears. Sarah, please come up. We need to talk. I drove the 40 minutes with my stomach in knots. When I walked in, the turkey was still raw on the counter and Lauren was sitting at the kitchen table. Eyes red, no makeup, no Instagram smile. For the first time she didn't look like the golden child. She looked scared and exhausted. Dad spoke first, voice shaking. We broke the agreement. We know that. But more than that, we broke you. Lauren looked straight at me. I've been so jealous of your life that I convinced myself you owed me. Mom and Dad always protected me because I was the sick baby in the NICU. I used that excuse for 32 years. I'm done. We didn't yell. We sat down, me, Mom, Dad, Lauren, and for the first time we actually talked. They admitted the years of favoritism. Lauren admitted her anxiety had spiraled into avoidance and entitlement. I admitted I'd stayed silent too long because I was terrified of losing the only family I had. Amanda joined us by speakerphone and walked everyone through the legal options. I offered a new path. I would keep the house in my name, but lease it back to them at a fair market rate with every penny counting toward the $850,000. They would start family therapy together and individually. Lauren would get a regular job and begin therapy for her anxiety. No more bailouts. No more secrets. By evening we were eating takeout turkey around the same table, laughing through tears at old stories. It wasn't perfect. It was real. 6 months later the house is still in my name, but the payments are coming in on time. Lauren works at a local bookstore and texts me book recommendations. Mom and Dad go to counseling every Tuesday. I drive up most Sundays for dinner. No drama, just family. I learned the hardest, kindest lesson of my life. Love without boundaries isn't love. It's enabling. Sometimes the most loving thing you can do is hand someone the truth, even when it hurts. And sometimes that truth is the beginning of healing. This Thanksgiving we're all cooking together again. The green bean casserole is back on the menu, and for the first time in years, every seat at the table feels earned.